Mel Medarda is coming to League of Legends as a champion, which is not surprising given how popular she was in Arcane. So, how well does she translate to Summoner's Rift? Well, frankly, I don't think that this is Mel from Arcane. If I had to take a guess, I would say that this character is Mel from the as-yet unnamed upcoming Noxian show, because that's the only thing I can think of to explain why she has changed so radically. Mel has first of all changed her fashion. Her Arcane Counselor outfit is available as a skin, nice job paywalling that one, Riot, but her base design is no Piltover and all Noxus. The colors are red, black, and steel grey with a deep teal and some golden color accents woven in, because gold is Mel's primary and most important color. She looks neither like she does in Arcane nor how she does in the most recent Bitemark cinematic. This is something entirely new. Mel seems to be playing the part of the matriarch of the Medarda clan following the death of her mother, including taking on her mother's color scheme, but she's also very much changing her animation. In Arcane, Mel is fairly restrained with her physical acting, confident, self-contained, and measured. Not so much on Summoner's Rift, where she has gone full diva mode, striking quite extreme poses and doing fully runway struts down the lane as she moves, and this extends to her spellcasting animation as well. In Arcane, and in the most recent Bitemark cinematic, Mel uses her powers by quite literally pulling, lifting, and heaving her magic around. It's very physically laborious. On Summoner's Rift, however, her movements are big, broad flourishes with an exaggerated sense of theatricality, which is really not something we see from Mel in Arcane ever. Her fashion is also much bigger, louder, and bolder than it ever was in Arcane, where she tended to dress expensive but understated and high class, versus how she looks on Summoner's Rift now, which is almost a little bit cartoony in how big and extravagant it's designed to look. Now, a game like League of Legends obviously has very different aesthetic needs than a show like Arcane. Mel being dressed in such a big outfit, this long trailing half skirt and sash, it all helps give her a distinctive and unique silhouette in the game, and ditto with the animation. It needs to be more exaggerated and out there than it is in the show, because you're watching her from a zoomed out top-down perspective where small, subtle acting movements simply won't work. Still, even within those limitations, there are ways to animate big, bold spellcasting animation without doing these theatrical flourishes. There are ways to create a unique silhouette for the character without such big, loud fashion statements. Her change in look and in animation, combined with the fact that literally none of her spell animations look anything like any ability Mel ever displays in Arcane, like every shield she ever casts in Arcane is a bubble or an orb, but her shield spell here is this sharp, pointy diamond, it all adds up to a version of Mel who simply does not feel like Mel, at least not any version of Mel that we have known. Again, maybe this is who Mel will be eventually at some point in the upcoming Noxian show, and in that case, I mean, okay, fair enough, I guess, but if any of you were hoping to play as Mel Medarda from Arcane in League of Legends, yeah, sorry, that really doesn't seem to be what they're trying to do here. Almost at all.